What's up guys, Bowjinjin here again, and this is the next part of my playthrough of Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender action. I've got my drink on deck, green tea for my voice. I apologise for the previous episode because I watched through it again and it's like, the voice was just annoying. So if she ever comes back, Streaming Chan, then I'll try and tone her voice down a bit, I didn't realise that her voice would be that clippy and annoying, so I'll try and tone it down. So cool, let's save and then we'll carry on and see what the next thing is. Okay, cool. Like I mentioned before, this is my first ever blind playthrough, so just even thinking about it, it's a bit rough around the edges and kind of thing, so I hope it's not not too bad. So we'll see, I guess. The lovely sensation of feeling like you're forgetting something. Right, so let's actually this time delete all of these. I'll turn myself down a bit again. And then let's go from the back. Man, if there was an option to put your own music in, that would be fucking awesome, but I guess the music in this game is already awesome, so it's not really necessary. Imagine if there was Fancy Star Online music playing along to this. It'd be fucking awesome, right? All done. Feeling better? Fresh air does wonders for you. Well, for a given value of fresh anyway. Don't know who these are, so. Oh, welcome back. Who the hell? Betty. Oh, I'm gonna run out of voices from this playthrough, man. I get this. What voice can I do? I'm gonna give her the one on the right a robot voice, but the girl on the left. I could have sworn this place. Hey, bartender. Yeah, she seems a bit sassy, maybe. She's cute, but she seems maybe she's a bit sassy. So. Hey, bartender. What did that noise just now sound like to you? I say it sounds like construction, but Betty here says it's dynamite or something like that. Not you two. Do you think it's dynamite then? I hope this doesn't get annoying as well. What? No, I say it's a backfire. It's a gunshot. Firecrackers! See? Those sounds have been going on all night and we can't figure out what they are. Well, we aren't here to discuss that. We're here to, who is he? Gillian, nice to meet you. I don't know. You have more of a John face. Where was he last weekend? I don't know, and I don't care. He already had made amends for leaving me to fend off all those dogs. Anyway, what do you want? Beer. Oh, what the hell? I'll have a beer too. 2 beers coming right up. 2 beers. Beer. 2 of those. Yeah, it was 1-2-1-2, wasn't it? And then 4 commentary. I vaguely remember from last time. All mixed. Stop next. 1-2-1-2. 3-4. Mix. Serve. Here you go. Thank you. Man, after work beer is always the best beer. Yeah. So tell me, bartender. Just call me Jill. Jill? That's a nice name. How's business lately? As usual. Wait, I guess you don't really know what usual means for us. We're not the kind to be filled with the brim during rush hours, and we don't have that many regulars here. So I guess it's just the same. Nothing's changed in that respect.
I guess when we came here with all the dogs, it was quite the change of pace, huh?
You have no idea. So, what brings you here today?
I suggested coming here after work.
Wait, was I giving false? I'll just stick with the one I did.
It's Friday. A drink to kick off the weekend is one of those little things that makes life worthwhile.
I hope this choice of voice is good, because like she turns out to be like an angel, and I've given her like a really like sassy voice.
But he did only suggest it after I found him hugging a stuffed corgi in his office.
A stuffed corgi?
A plushie, not an old fed dog.
I'll give a falsetto voice actually. I see. Wait, you have an office? Who are these people?
Yeah, what's wrong about that? What's wrong?
Yeah, I'll give a falsetto voice. I thought you'd have a cubicle or a kennel.
A kennel?
I mean, you don't hear much about office boys getting their own offices.
It's not hard, considering the rest of the staff don't use chairs or tables. Even I have my own office.
I don't know about that. The mess they left in the bathroom usually requires someone with thumbs. Chairs and tables seem like lesser evil. What? I need to see one of these corgis, man. They must be like bipedal or something. And you're the veterinarian after all.
A kennel?
What about a kennel?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be cuter one day I went to work and they had one waiting for me. Beep beep. Like they saw me as one of them.
So, where did you get that plushie?
Oh, I gave it to him. It was my gift last Mega Christmas.
Wait, so he got defensive over being caught hugging a gift you gave him? Wait, who is like, I remember someone mentioning this, but I forget, because it was like a long time ago. That's the funniest part. He acted like I didn't know he had it. I was just glad he was enjoying it, you know?
Why are you two talking like I'm not here?
Wait, is that a guy? I think it's a guy. Like, oh man. That's two characters. I think it's a guy, but just to keep things funny, like, oh man, I'm so bad. I'm so indecisive right now. It's a guy, right? It's a guy. So okay, I'll give him like a not falsetto voice.
Because you're not giving any input anyway.
So how's stuff at the Doglandia?
Well, we recently struck a deal with Farmer Fabrics to start a doggy clothing line.
Farmer Fabrics? That name rings a bell.
It's that textile company where the owner believes himself to be an alpaca.
Oh yeah, that one. I remember that one. We had her here some time ago. She got drunk and so much saliva everywhere. Took a long time to clean up, man.
Oh.
But anyway, dog clothes?
We hired a new employee and she showed the higher ups some designs. After a couple of talks, they decided to give the clothing production a try. Those designs were embarrassing, you know, but something tells me that's why they were approved.
You guys want anything else?
I'll have whatever this guy orders. Let's see, I'll have a Brantini.
2 Brantinis then. I should remember this as well, because this seems to be quite a popular drink. 6 aldehyde. No Bronson extract, so I fucked up. If only there's like a takeaway. I guess in real life bartending you can't really take drinks away once you mix them, so 1 Cometrine. All aged and mixed. Oh, 2 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, and 1 Cometrine mix. Damn it, 6. Oh, I forgot to age it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1 Cometrine. Age, mix. Here you go.
You have such a wimpy taste in drinks, Deal.
His name's Deal. Deal or no deal?
Not all of us spend their weekends in college partying like maniacs. Actually, not all of us went to college.
You missed nothing. Sometimes I wish I could go back in time and kick myself. Yeah, that was true in my case.
Something on your mind? That girl that's designing the clothes. Laura, what about her? She's cute, but she should take more care in her appearance. I mean, right now she fits the unkempt cutie category so well that it's almost painful. It's so cliched that I can't help but cringe when looking at her. Cringe? It's like when you see something that's such a cheesy movie cliche, such a trope, you just feel the need to kick whatever the hell it is. Kick. Betty, I didn't think. I didn't.
Should I give him an...
Betty, I didn't think I'd have to...
Oh man, shall I do that? Let's do it. It's a bit weird, but...
Betty, I didn't think I'd have to say this to you twice in the same month, but you shouldn't kick people.
Just to balance this out, I'll do a Chinese accent at some point.
I wasn't gonna kick her. Why do you think I'd kick her? Because I'd seen you kick people before. Apparently unprovoked or due to complicated reasons only you understand. Fine, guilty as charged. Still, I'm gonna do something about her. I feel like I just need to. It's a matter of honor. Honor, she says? Well, maybe honor isn't the right word. But she has potential and I'm not going to let her waste it. Jill, I'm gonna check the antenna on the roof.
Alright.
She's your boss, right?
Didn't you meet her before?
Nope. I'm just a veterinarian. The dogs were the ones that organised the meeting with her. I'd say she's really good looking, but honestly, those pants rob her of her charm.
What do you mean?
They make her look too uptight, and at a glance, she doesn't seem like the type. Some shorts or a skirt would fit her better.
Oh, so I guess they're like fashion people. Well, she wears a skirt or pants depending on her mood. There was also this one time where she came in wearing a kilt. Because, you know, she's Scottish.
That kilt was awesome!
And yeah, and then she put a helmet on her head as well and got stuck. She gets stuck? I think she got stuck.
Now that I think about it, you have that hobby of speculating when someone's personality is like based just on their looks. I mean, you did the same thing with Jill here. Amazing, you actually made that sound weird as hell. Yes, I have the habit of trying to guess someone's behaviour based on their looks. No, it's not that hobby, you just sound like... You made that sound like I'm some sort of creep. I did?
What do you think about me? Me?
Nothing much really, mostly that you were too polite. Not a natural polite though, more like a professional polite. You're like that because you need to be. That was it really. Wow. Although the way you looked at me when I said your boss could use a skirt or shorts was interesting. You seemed interested in what I said, like you'd like to see that scenario.
You're thinking on it, you're reading it between the lines too much. What do you think about Gil then?
He's either a total simpleton or acts like one in a way that consumes the rest of his character. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just a veterinarian. My judgment might be clouded by seeing so many furry businessmen.
Furry businessmen?
Let's have another round. Sounds like a good idea. You'll have something strong. You'll need to pump some testosterone into your taste in drinks. You'll thank me later, trust me.
Then...
2 strong drinks, manly drinks. I don't care which ones. Well... You shut up. Hush, boy. Hush, boy, you want me to be your girl boyfriend.
Can't remember the lyrics. That's a good song though, Basement Jacks. 2 strong drinks, manly drinks. Manly drinks. Manly! Gut punch. Let's give it a gut punch. 5 bunch and extract. I personally like girly drinks, if at all, because like I'm not really a drinks person. Not to say I didn't booze my way all throughout university, because that's exactly what I did. You know, I drank way too much in university, but like I've never been one to really enjoy alcohol. But like if I am to drink, I prefer something sweet. You know, like rum, like Malibu or something. Malibu and Coke, Malibu and milk is a nice combination as well. But yeah, not really much of a drinker. Okay, optional commentary, why not? Shall we fill it to the brim? That'd be funny, let's try it. Because I think I remember them saying that. But it might be too much actually. I don't know what to do, shall I? Let's do it. It might be wrong, but... Okay, all drink and mix. I think you can just fill it, right? Yeah, I don't know why I reset it. All aged and mixed. Next. Here. Hopefully I didn't fuck it up.
Now, drink. Oh, man up, you'll get used to it. Hey Jill, has someone ever proposed to you as a prank? You know, made you think they're falling in love with you just to reveal that it was all a prank. You know, mean-spirited things like that. Jill?
Yeah, first year of high school. The guy I had my eyes on for a whole year had asked me out. Saturday morning, I go to the meeting place. What do I find? It was all a prank by some bitches.
Ouch.
Sorry, The worst part isn't that they set me up, but rather that I saw it coming. I knew the guy wouldn't find me attractive enough to ask me out. I knew those bitches would target me sooner or later just for kicks. I knew it all, so when it all happened I felt nothing. They confirmed my suspicions that teenagers are a plague that must be eradicated. Anyway, why the question?
Hey, piece of scrap.
Yeah?
These are the situations where you should have stopped me before I said anything. It's better to learn by tripping. It's better to learn.
Can't do it. Why the question though?
I was asking because one of my ex's cousins has been hitting on me the past couple of days. If it was somebody else, I'd pretend to be straight with the help of this place of scrap.
Oh, so you're okay. Interesting.
So you're a lesbian?
I believe it's the term.
Sadly, she knows who I am. Worst part is, knowing Vero, she probably put her cousin up to it.
I mean, nothing wrong with that. I think lesbians are hot. What the fuck am I saying right now? This game is making me say weird shit. Or reveal weird shit, I guess.
Probably put her cousin up to it as a practical joke.
Well, I suggest telling the cousin that she should cut it out. If she feels genuinely offended, they might not have been in cahoots. But I'm just spouting nonsense based on what you've told me. Don't pay too much attention to me.
It's better than my suggestion.
What was yours?
Waterboarding.
What?
The fact that she knows how to waterboard somebody is what scares me most.
Should I go back to the original voice? Because it's weird. I think I'll go back to the original voice.
The Girl Scouts also taught me how to skin a deer, and I see nobody making a fuss about that. But yeah, your advice sounds good enough.
I think that the good thing is though that I gave her a good choice of voice, because she's obviously the butch. Okay. Especially when you factor that if Gina's being honest about her, she probably won't feel offended.
Gina, which one was that again?
Blonde, flat as a cutting board, but cute as a button.
Oh yeah, she came to the office Christmas party, right?
That's the one.
Well, it's getting late. We should be going. Yeah. Thank you again for everything, Jill.
Bye. Please come again.
Back! Those damn cats moving the internet antenna. Oh yeah, Gil, some guy said I should tell you that it's Bunny's late, whatever that means. Oh shit. Boss, I'm leaving early. If I don't come back in 2 days, consider me as good as dead. Yeah.
Shouldn't we be worried? You know, ironically.
Think of him as a kid that tells outrageous stories to get attention and everything will be easy. Besides, he knows how to take care of himself.
Yeah.
He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. In any case, I'll be back in my office. Maybe now I can finish watching that didgeridoo tutorial.
Okay. Oh, this girl. I gave her a southern accent before. I think I might change it. I know I'm changing voices and it's not canon for this playthrough, but I think I'll go back to because I like the kind of meekish voice I gave her. Let me see if I can pull off the Asian accent again.
Hello, Jill. Hello, Jill.
Ah, Stella, you're here for another drink today?
Not really. I was just around the neighborhood and...
Right.
Anyway, I found this bottle being neglected at my house. And thought someone who likes old liquor as much as you would appreciate it.
Really? I don't know what to say, thanks.
Well, it's nothing really. This just in. The Apollo Trust Bank was locked its doors, leaving about 30 people trapped inside. The security system was activated after somebody tried to steal information from the main database. Early this morning, the bank... Oh God, say!
I wonder if she'll be alright. Ah, hello Jamie.
Good evening, Jill. Did you see the news about the Apollo Trust Bank just now?
A newsflash just ended, yeah. Sounds like things got ugly.
From what I heard, there was a commotion earlier today. Something about people being unable to leave the building. Let's hope for the best.
Yeah. Gil stormed off just a minute ago, though. That Gil. Like, the game is leading me to think that, like, you know, he's some kind of crazy, like, Kenshin kind of a character, but, like, who knows? Maybe it'll be a double bluff, we'll see. Maybe this game is that progressive about things.
I see. I guess the bunny was late.
He definitely knows what's going on. What can I get you?
Give me a Mars Blast like last time.
Come right up. I remembered, see. I make a good bartender. That's why I quit after 3 months. Mars Blast. Mars Blast. $170. 6 of those. 1 powdered Delta. 4 Xanic Bright. 2 Carmetrine. All blended. Okay. 1 Mars Blast.
Yeah, this is the one.
Mars Blasts have always seemed poorly named to me. Shouldn't it be red instead of yellowish? Then again, the whole red planet thing is still its nickname. So, how have you been doing? There's like a weirdly delivered set of lines I did there.
I was working a contract actually, but the target's inside the Apollo Trust Bank. Figured I'd simply leave him be for now.
And then you came for a drink, right?
Yeah.
Part of me wants to ask who your target is, but I'm guessing that's a secret, confidential.
I can tell you that it appears to be a part of the power struggle somewhere.
Has the target ever made you counter-offer to go after the one that sent you?
They usually don't live long enough. I also don't like it when a target who's seen my face manages to survive. What happened?
Nothing, I just suddenly thought, what if someone sent you after me?
I reject the contract.
Ah, you would? That's sweet of him.
I don't ask the name of many people, you know, and I always remember those whose names I've asked. They're real in my eyes.
Yeah, so I guess he's not like a... This is the difference between a soldier and a mercenary, right? I guess. This is the distinction you'd make, is that like a soldier is essentially a dog of the militia, right? The military. Whereas a mercenary is someone who just works for themselves, you know, is a contractor of sorts. So, you know, you can just kind of like, you don't blindly follow rules, you know.
They're real in my eyes. I like to know them better, and to some extent I care about them. I need that because otherwise.
Otherwise?
Haven't you seen Nikita before? You know, the series about the lady, you know. Nothing you should concern yourself with. But don't worry, unless you suddenly find yourself caught in the middle of a power struggle. The only way I see you becoming tangled up in that kind of mess is if you find yourself too involved with gangs.
Thanks for the advice, I guess. Still, the thought of people hiring others to kill somebody is a bit... I can't wrap my head around that, and I don't want to either.
The world can be a dark place, Jill.
Say, do you think the people in the bank will be alright?
This isn't the first time a bank has been closed like that, but something is off about this.
Off? How?
I don't know. Maybe it's the hour. Maybe it's the fact that the news is making an unusually big stink out of it. Let's hope I'm just overthinking it.
Yeah.
Are you worried about something?
Girl that was in here yesterday said she was going to be to that bank. It's not like me to be personally invested in what happens to... Oh man, please don't let anything happen to say. Never mind. Do you want something else?
Yeah, I can make time for one more drink. Fetch me a beer. Let's keep it simple.
Okay. Beer it is. I don't even need to think for this. BAM! That's the one drink I remember. Here. This is why there should be a timing mechanic, right? You know?
I once read,
because then it would reward you for skill.
I once read that beer played an important part in humanity's history.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the theory. It's an interesting one. The gist of it is that brewing was an important part of society during its development. I can see that. Drinks were ubiquitous while feasting. They helped to foster bonds and build faction alliances. Given enough time and enough beer, larger societies will be born.
You seem to know a lot about this.
Nah, just enough. Part of my job. Last time you came, you mentioned something about going haywire. What do you mean? I'm intrigued.
Have you ever felt like your sanity has slipped right by you?
Well, a client earlier tonight was driving me nuts. But aside from that, not really.
Truth be told, neither have I. But I'm afraid of it happening.
How so?
I don't know. I just have the lingering fear that at some point I won't be myself. I'll go crazy. I'll wake up a stranger to myself and I won't care. It's just an irrational fear that lingers in me and there's nothing I can do about it. Like the fear of cockroaches for some people.
Only instead of fearing a crawling nuisance, you fear lunacy.
Something like that. Sometimes I wonder if uploading my brain would solve all those problems.
Well, that technology is still a ways off anyway. Speaking of which, Ghost in the Shell, I watched the trailer to that and oh man. Oh man. I mean, Dragon Ball was fucking terrible. So let's leave it at that, should we? Shall we? Enough said. But yeah, I thought that just kind of made me think about that. I've heard of a few experiments, but things have been buggy.
I'll have to wait until it's safe then. Until then...
Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Until then, don't worry too much about those possibilities unless they're tangible enough. Otherwise, you'll be no better than a hypochondriac.
Good point.
The way you said it makes it sound like less like something you makes it sound less like something you feel might happen. Something you're just afraid of could happen at some point.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Doesn't that make you saner? I mean, were you really on your way to becoming an unhinged maniac? I don't know if you think about it at all. I read that sentence really weird.
You might have a point there. Well then, nice talking to you, Chill.
Same here, always a pleasure.
Say hello to Gillian for me when he comes back.
Please come again. He's one of the few people I'm like, yeah, please come again. Like, he's cool, I like him.
You want to stay here? Seems like the street's quite restless.
Thanks, but I'll pass. Oh, is something going to happen tonight? Is something finally going to happen? I think it's going to escalate. I have a couple of matters to attend to at home.
You do?
Yeah, I ordered a nano camo module for my apartment. Should be installed by tomorrow.
Nano camo? Isn't that a tad expensive?
Yep. To be honest, I asked my mom for it. She had been pestering me about that gift I wanted for Mega Christmas for a while. She's been asking for that for 4 years now, and I've always said I was fine. So I took the chance and asked her for it. Used up all the past gifts.
Oh.
It was a bit weird to ask your parents for a gift like that when you're 27. Oh, she's 27. I'm 28. Homies.
I'm sure she doesn't mind. So, what will the nano camo module change for your apartment?
I've got a basic plan, walls and one piece of cloth. So I picked my Kitatsu as well. You have a
Kitatsu?
You know what a Kitatsu is, boss?
I'm more impressed you know what it is. I mean, batons are common knowledge, but a Kitatsu, not so much.
Yeah, well, days get cold and the heating might not be enough. And the Japanese have mastered how to live comfortably in reduced spaces. That they have.
You should invite me sometime. I want to see how you decorate the place for that.
Let's plan a day to grab a beer, yeah. Well, I gotta go. See you tomorrow, boss.
Careful out there.
I'm starting to... the characters... I'm starting to like the characters. I'm really starting to like the characters. Cool. I guess that's the end of the day. Is anything gonna happen? I guess nothing happened. Cool. Well, let's kind of have a look at these things then. You have no new notifications. Jill wants to buy a fan, even though it's winter. Okay, let's buy a fan then. Ooh, I can customize my room. All of that shit I bought isn't just useless. But let's get that fan first of all. Fan. Joker Cyclone? Oh, okay. Sweet. Okay. I wonder what happens when you're not focused at work. Like, I really want to find out, but like, I'm kind of a bit scared because I really don't know what's going to happen. But so I'm guessing I can access the nano camo module from my phone. Yeah. Let's read this stuff first, shall we? A white knight just beat me up. Polar Bank is getting attacked, right? No one's reporting. Are you actually surprised? Considering the nature of the threats, it's clear that Quincy doesn't want to take the blame. What a fucking coward. Do we have any sources there? I'm posting from the site. It looks as if someone's inside the bank with a huge bomb threatening to blow up the building. Oh my god. Any demands? They want Quincy to quit and the White Knights disbanded. Wow. So they're actually helping the protesters. That's not the way to help people. What if this is just a huge false flag to blame the opposition? I wouldn't be surprised. This fucking place, lol. Streaming Chan thread. Oh, great. Streaming Chan went nuts last night. Where the hell is she now? I don't even recognize the place she's at now. It doesn't look pretty either. At least she's getting some rest. What did I miss? Streaming Chan went to Valhalla, got a bit drunk, and got the hell out of there, all hyper. Trying to steal snacks from a vending machine, but the thing defended itself with electric shock. I'm going to marry Streaming Chan. That's fucking nuts. You just don't mess with those things. She fell asleep from the shock. I was expecting from Streaming Chan. I just hope nothing happens to her while she lays there. Fall asleep with shoddy pastry delicious. But why don't I just beat me up? I'm fucking crying right now. Let me tell you the story. Waiting for OPs to deliver. I'm here. Anyway, here it goes. I was going home after buying groceries at the store. I was very tired because I had to line up for hours just to buy milk. And then when finally I got out, there was a group of 3 white knights stopped me and started asking for my ID. And also wanted to see my bag to check if I wasn't a scalper. And once they saw everything was in order, they asked me for a military service ID. And just, what the fuck? Why would I have that on me? And there's no enforced conscription anywhere anymore. It doesn't make sense. And because I didn't have it on me, they asked me for money or otherwise they'd plant drugs on me. I of course refused, but they'd lose their patience, and one of them hit me right in the temple with a gun. I was bleeding like crazy on the floor, so I just took my groceries and left. Holy shit, man, I fucking hate this place. I hate it so much. I want to leave this fucking hellhole. I'm so tired of shit every fucking day. Wow. Wowie. Interesting. Now, I'm gonna say something weird again, I guess. But like, so the developers of this game, like, their situation in Venezuela, like I mentioned, which is in South America, and I don't know what I have no knowledge about Venezuela, but like, as far as I know, like, other places such as, I guess parts of Brazil, and also Costa Rica, like Acapulco as well. Like, I'm not sure if that is. Let me look that up actually. Acapulco. I've heard some positive things about Acapulco. In the same way that I've heard positive things about Costa Rica. It's in Mexico, so it's not quite in South America. But yeah, like in these kinds of places, like well, actually, is it South America? Like, I'm so crap at geography. It's like it's in Mexico. It's like, it's right, on that bridging kind of like parts between North America and South America. So I'm not really sure. Let me search actually. Not really sure. Anyway, yeah, and in those places, like, the police, like, people take the law into their own hands. Basically, it's not like where I live, in England, or even in North America or any other place like that. That's kind of more developed, you could say, and more regimented. Like that, like, it's kind of like you see less corruption on the surface, I guess. You don't see like renegade policemen in the UK, really. You might see drunk policemen and stuff like that, but you don't see like policemen like kind of consciously doing anything like corrupt. But I guess in places such as in the South Americas, in places like, it's just the way, it's just a different kind of culture and things like that. But anyway, I say it's a bit weird because like I honestly don't know. I'm just kind of spewing nonsense from my mouth, but like that's just kind of what I think. And perhaps like maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but like it's just the impression I get. So that's just kind of what I think that might be alluding to. So let's catch some news. Pollution to reach historical levels next year, by Kimberly, the Russian chick.
Even though most countries in the world have adapted their economies to solve the ongoing problem of climate change, Glitch City still relies on ancient technologies in order to keep costs low with profits high. As a result of this backwards policy, it seems as though we're experiencing a huge increase in air pollution next year. Our contamination levels will force the whole population to move away from a lot of areas within the city. The soil is dying at an alarming pace, said experts in a report. Having to buy special raincoats and umbrellas does suck, but experts say you'd better get used to it. Hi everyone, we take your security seriously here at the Augmented Eye, and we have the obligation to disclose the recent articles on Alice Rabbit were vandalized by who we think is Alice Rabbit themselves, or a very good impersonator. We want to extend our apologies and inform that we'll be limiting our coverage of Alice Rabbit to just factual news and not entertainment pieces. Sincerely, the AE staff. Well, that's very forthright of them. Oh, another Kimberly article. Nice. Alarms rise as the Apollo Trust Bank suffers terrorist attack.
Hijack screens at the downtown Casanova announced what seems to be a terrorist threat aimed at the Apollo Trust Bank. The information suggests that there's currently unidentified bombers already inside the building. The White Knights counter-terrorist units responded to the threat immediately. However, the bank was then locked down by an external network attack. We might be dealing with a dual threat here. CTO's Chloe Bauer told AE, the bank has been sealed shut using its own disaster prevention system. However, none of the terminals at the bank were working at the time. The building is basically sealed at this point. The hostages are trapped. Someone please help them.
Okay. Yeah, let's have a look at this. Nano Camera app. Company founded in 2016. Nano machine fabric capable of real-time texture swap. So this is like a nod to Octo Camera maybe in MGS. Meant for military use, we bring our products to the general public at the most affordable prices. So Augmented Eye is more than just a journalist, like a newspaper agency, I guess. Camotan. Oh god. Something tells me that we're going to meet her. And I kind of vaguely recognize this, so like we might probably meet her. Why wouldn't they put her in the game, if they've bothered designing her character? Likes Musashi battleship. Tactical fashion. Peach cake. That's awesome. Okay. So how do we use it? How do we... Oh, customize. Write in big letters. Walls... Oh man, we have to pay money for that shit. I'd like purple walls, but... Oh my god. Oh! 900 though. Table. Oh my god. This is cool. Okay, so that's all we can do at the moment. Like, it doesn't seem as though we can... So I was kind of wrong about being able to put items up, but... No, but like, no, I'm an idiot. Like, they've been putting up anyway, right? Because that's the poster I bought. The Kiramiki one. And, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, cool, so, should we do anything? Maybe we should change the walls. Hopefully that doesn't kill things. I want to see, well, I guess I bought it. Anyway, cool, I think I'm going to end this here. Next time on Valhalla, we shall see what the next day of work brings us, shall we? So until then, I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I will catch you guys in the next part. Thank you very much for watching this. Peace out.